Nocterra, Chloe Bennet, Zoe Kravitz, Kristen Stewart. This is a week with Dan Comics.
Fancy intro, YouTube video, lo-fi music, really cool beat and stuff, and subscribe, like, comment, Instagram, all that stuff.
If you're a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. So if you've been watching for a little while, maybe I did change the name to A Week with Dan Comics, because Awake with Dan Comics felt too much like a morning show, and not everyone's watching in the morning with me when I post these videos. So in these videos, A Week with Dan Comics, I wanted to go over some pop culture news or just comic book news that's happening in the week. Just a little bit of the news maybe that's interesting to me and my opinion or take on it. Big news for Nocterra, Scott Snyder, and Tony Daniels. And in a broader picture, maybe even big news for Image Comics and indie comics. If you follow me on social media, on Instagram, you might know that I'm a big indie and Image Comics fan. Nocterra has been confirmed that it is getting a show. We don't have any details on who is going to be producing the show, as far as it's going to be Netflix or HBO Max or Amazon. We're not sure of that just yet. But it is great news, and I want to touch on who can maybe play the role of the character. So firstly, if you haven't read Nocterra, I suggest going to your local comic book shop and pre-ordering a trade. The trade should be out in October. As for who could be playing the main character, Val Riggs, in this upcoming show that we hope to see, I think I have some interesting takes on who could play the character. I have 3 picks for this character that travels through this dark world infected by monstrous shades. My first pick would be Chloe Bennet, and she's a favorite of mine. I've always wanted her to play Witchblade, Sarah Pazzini's Witchblade, but Chloe Bennet just got, she just left Powerpuff Girls, so she's free. I don't think she has any projects going on, and she would be a perfect cast for this role. Chloe Bennet already has a background in doing Marvel's S.H.I.E.L.D. Television show. She has experience with doing combat and on-screen combat and doing very adventurous types of shows. So I think she's a perfect fit. As far as other actresses go, I think that Zoe Kravitz might fit, because she's just a unique kind of person and fits into a world of just a unique kind of show. And what indie comics envelop, or is it envelop? Develop? Yeah. As just a unique place and a unique world and a unique story. My last pick is kind of a different one, but Kristen Stewart. I know maybe not a lot of people would agree with that one, but Kristen Stewart could play this role. So if you haven't seen Kristen Stewart in Underwater, I really suggest going and seeing that movie, or renting it, doing whatever you gotta do to see that movie, because to me, that was a good thriller horror movie. I really enjoyed it. As well as she did do Charlie's Angels, so that there is some combat training there too. Those are my picks. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment of what you thought of the video and my picks and all that kind of stuff. That's really all I thought about for the week, was this Nocterra show and the big news for Scott Snyder, Image Comics, and Tony Daniels. Congratulations on that. I really hope that this is going to be a great path that's like you guys are leading for Image Comics and just indie comics in general. Really hope to see this show soon, and until next issue. There is no next issue. I eat the next issue.